Right, so in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, in. Like in all good speed runs, we skip all the cutscenes. The reason we do all these bouncing is because we don't quite ever have our dash yet, and jumping is just faster than walking. Not by much though, but it is just a little bit faster. Probably strictly something I need to be doing, given some variances in, but good practices are good practices. So we can come in here to the Forsaken City. It's a relatively basic, simple first level. We start off by doing a little bit of a hyper dash right there, through, bouncing off the spring, learn what springs are, do a little wall bounce there, going on up. I catch a lift on here because I can't make it faster than a wall bounce by doing it another way. Wall bounce there. Boing, boing. Cross. Oop. Little mistake there, but that's okay. Grab this dash crystal, refresh our dash as we come through to the other side. Go. Boing, boing, boing. Jump on you, it's about to fall. Oh no, whatever will we do? Get a nice, lovely extended hyper dash right there. We just walk on the dash. On through here. Go. Grab that dash crystal, refresh our dash, get up there. Fail to do proper maneuvering, so we gotta go over again. That's okay. Underneath there. And here we go. Up this here. Another little wall bounce to get us over to here. Coming on over. Boing through the screen transition. Gain a bit of momentum. Skipping the cutscene at the end. And a minute 33. So that's actually a half decent time for me. It's a little slow, but not too bad. Chapter 2. Now, this chapter's basic main gimmick is the dream block. These things with the stars inside of them, they're not activated. When we dash through an activated dream block, could have seen something cool, but I messed it up. We regain our dash, and it takes us to the other side. See? Just like that. Jump out of the dream blocks, get a little bit of extra, and wall bounce right there. Carry us up here. That's where we meet Badeline for the second time. She chases us. She's about 2 seconds behind everything that we do. So we got about a 2-second buffer to beat her in anything that we are doing. Dash up there so that I can do this, so that we do this, and there. Music rocks, by the way. That coin, grab that coin. This coin, across here. Going through here. How's it going? We hang out here for just a couple extra moments. Delay Badeline. Make that a little bit easier while we wait for the block to move out of the way. Grab this crystal. We can here. This. Got that just a little close. Coming on through. Down we go. And the rest, as they say. is pretty much history. 05 to get. What? Oh, come on now. Oh well. Bouncy bounce. There. Cross. Get that cutscene. For a total time for chapter 2 of 2 minutes 30 seconds. Damn. That was actually really, really good for me. So, on to the hotel. This is the very first place where we actually get a major spike in difficulty for the entire game. And the biggest reason for this is the Dust Bunnies. They run on a cycle, a global cycle. And when they spawn in and start their movement is determined by, well, no, where you spawn in. No, how can I say this properly? Here. Each of the rooms with Dust Bunnies in them has a death cycle. If you die, the cycle is going to be different than when you first enter the room. So, to navigate all of these rooms successfully, you kind of need to know the room itself for when you first enter it, and what it's like for when you die and have to start in. Because the cycles are different, and the Dust Bunnies will be in different places. Here is a very good example of what I call the spaghetti floors. Probably not called that in the rest of the community, but you know what? Little floors that turn into Dust Bunny stuff after you step on them for a brief moment. Come on now. Fingers. Here we go. There we go. And here we go. So we got our first key. I'm just taking a little bit of extra time here. Hi Oshiro, goodbye Oshiro. Got a little maze that we get to traverse here. Hey there, Llama. How are you doing today? Hope your day is going. Being here. Done that. Bought the t-shirt? I'm kidding. Just don't have t-shirts yet. Coming on down through here. Got a whole lot of bunnies just floating about. Boots. Good day, no complaint. Nice to hear it. I don't really have any complaints about my day either. For once in a while, in a fair long while, I've been able to get my bike ride in. And not feel like a complete train wreck. So that's good. Coming up through here, do a little bit of there so we can get our momentum, carry us through parts of that. Lovely wall bounce right there. Avoid having to get that crystal on the right because we hyper dash movements, a more extended hyper dash movement. Long Oshiro. Keep the crystal. This is where Best Boy Theo is. But we don't really talk with Best Boy Theo because, you know, who wants to talk with anybody in a cutscene? During a speed. Down, across, up and over, not nearly as fast as I wanted that little transition to be, but that's okay. Extended hyper off of here, just oop, that a little bit wrong. That's okay. Coming across here, we grab our key into the lock, and we wait. Talk with Oshiro again, say no thank you, sir. Time to grab some coins. 4 minutes 47. Actually really good time for getting. So we're coming up to what I would call the single hardest trick in this entire game, because it's frame perfect. Apparently my controller hates me. But we get it second try, so that's good. And this is Oshiro's boss fight. It's relatively simple. Oshiro lets off a lightning bolt when he's about to shoot across the screen. That lightning bolt is at our height of wherever we are on the screen. Just always account for that. Something we can control because we get to control where Madeline is. That's one little aspect of in that room that I do. I do a little jump right at the beginning of that room, specifically to send Oshiro a little higher so that I can free up some airspace for movement. And that's the hotel in 6 minutes 30 seconds. That's actually... That is a... Very pleased with that. 5 deaths. Bad. Now for the ridge. This I have a bit of variance on because every once in a while some of these tricks just don't click in my head. That apparently is not one of them. In here we have bubbles, snowballs. Bubbles, when you enter them, will refresh your dash. And if you hit the dash button when you're inside a bubble, two things will happen. First is, if you do it right when you enter, you'll get actually a bit of a speed boost for the bubble. The bubble will start going sooner. Ooh, hello. The second one is you'll just dash out of the bubble. The second obstacle that I mentioned were the other thing that I mentioned were the snowballs. Snowballs appear on the right-hand side of the screen when they appear on the various screens, and they appear at Madeline's. Ball bounce there to get over to this thing relatively. Up, ball bounce to that crystal, grab onto this. That crystal. Here's the first thing that often me up a little bit. Yes. Got that trick. Down. I could do a wall bounce there, but I figured, hey, why the hell not? That's that much. Right, so we got an extended hyper off of this temporary cloud. Get through there to avoid having to go up and over. There's a series of tricks in this room that you can do if you are good enough at the wave dash. I'm not near good enough at the wave dash to do those tricks in that room, so I'm not doing them yet. Up through here. Apparently I've lost some. Okay. At least my headphones lost. Have this coin. That block out the way. Get us up through here. Up and over. Yokai blocks. Or yokai-like blocks, I should say. Up. Bubble into that bubble. This bubble. And here we go. Okay, so this is Heavy Wind. I don't know very many people who actually like the Heavy Wind section. Don't get me wrong, it's kind of fun, but it also has snowballs, so that's why I dislike it. One thing I forgot to mention about the bubbles is they have a default direction that they want to be going. Whenever you hit one. Excuse me, no. Well, shmoo. Shmoo again. There we go. Still getting a great time. But despite their predictability every once in a while, they'll get caught by a snowball. Over. No, what the? Come on, controller. This is totally not what I told you to do. Still like a 445, so, you know. In the good range. I really wish it could have been better. That's okay. 16 minutes flat. Nice. Deaths. Preferred it at 4. Alright, time for the Mirror Temple. Bestest boy Theo is gonna get lost and we're gonna have to find his ass. However, he gets lost in a parallel nightmare dimension that is formed by our subconscious. So, yeah, it's a great fun place to be lost, right? Not that being lost is fun. That's the first major skip that I know of in this level. It skips about 20 seconds of bubble. At least I think it's 20. Haven't timed it in a while. But basically we did have to go to the left and then back to the right and bubble and through there, so take that little rocket up. Cross, grab that one. Sit back that way. Dash. Here we are past it all. Now, normally this place wants you to explore and go all over the place and look for everything. Search in every nook and cranny and... nuts to that noise. I know the route. I know the way through. Okay, and I wait for this one. Red bubbles are like blue bubbles, except red bubbles go on until you smack into something or you exit them. That. Smack on that. Get teleported into the nightmare dimension. Here we have our first bonkfish, which teaches us how they work. Have the ability to dash, sort of like we do. And they want to eat Madeline. They get stopped by white walls, and they will break red crystal. It is we meet Madeline again. Gets toxic. He says we deserve to be in here. I'm like, girl, nobody deserves to be in a nightmare dimension like this. You crazy. There's our first bonkfish. The rest of the community calls them seekers, but I like calling them. Come on up here, I need you to get that coin for me. Thank you. Such nice fishies. There we go. Nice things about the bonkfish is that they can collect coins for us. Bad thing about the bonkfish is they want to eat. Oh. Let's try this again. And without being crazy. There we go. We're not crazy that time. Now, the next little thing that I'm going to be doing is called Search Skip. Normally, the game wants you to go look for a whole lot of keys. We'll unlock some gates to get to this point. But we don't need to. We can just do that little thing. Little reverse hyper. Oop. Not 100% certain how I did that, but okay. And that was not the intended way that I wanted to do it. But we got through, so yeah. Here. Hey, sir. Would you mind? Thank you. Oh, by the way, yes, it is possible for us to jump on the heads of the bonkfish and get them to go to sleep for a little bit, sort of like with Oshiro. But right now, we come to everybody's favorite section, Theo tossing. Gotta toss Theo all over the place. Who doesn't like to throwing around your best friend? Interesting physics when it comes down to this. If you're in a dash and you grab Theo, there's a really, really good way to get some extra momentum. Point which you just saw there. Ooh, hello. Come on. I'm just going to do this the slow way. I always try to throw Theo through each of the gates, mostly because it sets him in a place where we can do a little bit of a dash. However, sometimes, like in this room, not nearly as advantageous to do it. There. Jump on the bonkfish. Come on down. Get that dash block out of the way. Get Theo through there. Got toss Theo. Do a little bit of a leap of faith. We are in 6 minutes and 15 seconds. That's actually a really good time for me, so... Sorry, sir. You are not part of today's fun. That's okay, though. Not part of today's fun, sir. Not intended, but frick, it works. There we go. Simple done. 6:45? 7:05. Ah, damn. Not under 7 minutes. However, we did do it in 3 or less. We did do it in 3 deaths, so I'll call that a win. Into Reflections. Adeline has some revelations here. Strongly encourage you watch the story, but since we're on a speed run, that takes up way too much damn time. Like, I can add a full hour to Celeste here, I think, from just the story alone. So, like, I do story runs on my channel every once in a while. It's not very frequently, because I really love this run. Alright, Kevin. I need you to give me a lift. Thank you, Kevin. So, feather movement is kind of tricky and finicky. You have, like, a couple degrees, I think, difference to maintain maximum speed. But it is 360-degree movement, unlike the rest of regular Battleline, which is only 8 directions. So feather movement is fun, but finicky. Getting to maximum feather speed requires a short period of time, so you need to be going in the same direction for a short period of time. Whoop. That is not how I wanted to do. Normally I'd like getting a little bit of a really big boost off of the Kevin, the previous room, and it takes me right into that feather with a little bit of a slight air stall. And we come up here because it's actually the shortest route through. Bounce off that sparkly yeet flower. Bounce off that sparkly yeet flower. Come down here, we go down once. Right once. Down once. Right twice. This room with, you guessed it, sparkly yeet flowers. We died. Okay, that one was on purpose. That was to reset my brain. Totally there for RNG manipulation. Really, that's what it was there for. That was a mistake, but one we can easily recover from, so it's not too bad. So normally you can just smack this Kevin out of the way, get him to move for you. But who does that? Yes. Skipping that first one, grab this second one, coming up, on down. To the other side. Grabbing that one. Here we go. Up, down, up. Up. Have that. No! Damn it. Okay, now since those things are moving, we have a death cycle here that I got to adjust for. Not quite ideal, but we'll take it. Hey Granny, bye Granny. Sorry, can't talk to you, Granny. Got a speed run to do. Gotta wake up this Kevin. Not get crushed by it. Wake up this Kevin. Come on through. Boing. Nice big jump. Go dash to the right here. Fall down through this one. Then we go once, twice. That's just mostly for my ease of mind. It is possible for you to go right off that first bumper, but I'm not as consistent with it as I'd like. Submitting this for, you know, your approval. I'm gonna do the stuff I know what to do. Once, twice, 4, 5, 6, 7, almost all the way to battle line. However, battle line in less than 5 minutes, I'll call that a really good show. Off this little bouncy pad. Love how the music changes. Love all the hey-yas, I guess. A little bounce into there. I do not like the death cycle in this room, so I'm trying to do everything I can to avoid that. Death cycle in this room isn't very different from the regular cycle, so nuts to that. Really, really hard for me to mess up this room. We don't have to worry too much about that. We come over, we do that little thing, jump into battle lines. Now, at the end of the day, I am convinced that all we are trying to do is to give Battleline hugs. That's it, that's all. Just trying to hug her. Well, didn't die there. That is the what I will say is cool. Come down through all of this, grab this feather here. Now we're into one of what I think is one of the hardest rooms here because of that little bit of feather movement right there. Going from right to pretty much straight up is tricky because you're going through 360-degree movement, and it's just... Let's see if we can... Yes, we get the first one, first try on that room. Love getting first try on that room. This little area here, that little area, and a little boop, and she kicks us away, as always. I bring love. I bring you love. And self-care, and peace. But Battleline doesn't want any of those things. She's angry. She's angy. Angy girl. Woo! Alright. Not much to say about that room. Just a whole lot of holding right. Back into our feathers. Drop onto Battleline's head. Cross. We fall. I walk through that transition. I don't dash so that I can get a better cycle for right here. No, and I didn't make my cycle properly. No! Why? What's going on here? Alright, well, we got it. Still gonna have a really good time here. So, we got our hugs, we gave a little bit of self-care, a little bit of self-love to ourselves. Just passing on the hugs and all the loves. And we get our ability to do our double dash. Now with our double dash, we go into Summit. Summit has a whole lot of revisits. And then the Summit proper. Point. Believe it or not, that first trick right there where we do that dash through the transition to get underneath a whole lot of things is one of the places that I mess up the most. That is the second place I mess up the most. Off that bumper. There we go. 50 seconds. The moment we split apart, we can skip. So that's what we do. Grab over here. There. And on up. Died right there. That would have sucked. Here, grabbing those crystals. Now we don't need to actually grab the crystal here. We can just skip right through here. Don't need that bouncy pad. They'll say we do not need the bouncy pad. Grab those coins, grab that crystal. Through there. On top of this box. Jump. Through there. Boing, boing. Still haven't quite figured out the placement to skip those two bouncy pads right at the start of that screen. But I am working on it. Grab this guy, sneak right underneath, save a little bit of time. Wait for the thunk to do the jump. That way we get the maximum possible height so we can grab Battle Line Orb. At 1,000 meters, back with Mr. Dream Block. Through. Bounce off there, grab that coin, do a single bonk. Getting through all of it. Back and forth. Here we go. Ooh. Coming through here, across, up. Don't need that dream block. Here we go. First 3 revisits, 3 minutes down. On good time. Now, as is with the rest of the game, you get a significant difficulty spike because of these freaking dust bunnies. But we get through here. I'm just going to wait for a better moment. This, I think, is the most challenging room. Pause right there. Little pause right there. Need to walk off the edge in there. Have that coin come up here. Wait for our moment to just dash on through. On and up. Oop. Oops. Two. Some strange reason that screen always messes with my brain. Makes my eyes wiggle. This is the easiest one in the room. That previous one, you just do 2 diagonal dashes up. And you're pretty much through everything that it has to offer. And that was a deathless hotel revisit. Feeling good about it all. Now we got the Golden Ridge revisit. Coming up through here, bounce on this cloud, dash, dash, bubble, up, bubbles to go up, bubbles, everybody loves the bubbles. Now we got some heavy wind, kind of sucks, that's okay. We can still do this. And we've got snowballs. Boots! Crap! Why am I missing this? Why, of all places, do I death spiral here? Okay, no more snowballs for the rest of the run. As far as I know, no more randomness for the rest of the run. Everything you will now see for mistakes will be on me. Now we just have to get through these auto-scrollers, which suck. There's so much waiting. I know, a couple whole seconds of just waiting. You just saw my favorite room in the entire game, because when you do that room right, it feels oh so good. Go, grabbing the bubbles. Nice. Right, so we got a 3-screen skip coming up. So we come over this way, jump into this bubble, send it to the right. I say salute. No! I had to die sometime. Oh, there's a skip to avoid coming down here, but I'm trash at it. So I don't want to put it in this run just yet, because I want to show everything that I'm good at. Bouncy bounce. Up, right. Up, right. Up in an angle. Cross. Come over here. Grab onto this. Bouncy bounce. Smack that out of the way. That out of the way. Now we're in the final room for this revisit. Jump on here, make sure we only dash once so that we can dash over here. Grab onto that. Alright, that's all the revisits done. Now it's just time for the summit proper. We start here at 30. No more screens. We just have checkpoints. Checkpoint 30, 29. Did that wrong, but that's okay. 28. 27. 26. 25. 23, 22, oop. 21, 20, 19, 19, 18. Oh, 17. 16, 15, 14. Got a tough little stamina management puzzle here at 13. Gotta go quick, or else you'll run out of stamina. 13, 12. Oh no, that was 13. Gotta collect some coins here. 12. 11. 10. Now on my channel, I got a rule for 9 that I try to break every single one. That's I gotta die here. Let's see, did we do it? Ah, we died at 9. Exclamation point death 9 in chat, please. Now, I normally break that rule more times than I actually adhere to it. But today we adhered to the rule, and there's nothing wrong with that. 5, 4, 'a little bit of feather movement right here. We got 3 done. Up and around. Over, grab this feather. Pretty much come straight up right in that little gap. One. Alright, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is Celeste in 44 minutes and 30 seconds, which is about a minute off of my PB. Yeah. Big thanks to everyone out there. Hoping you all enjoyed the run. 44 minutes, 30 seconds, 30 deaths. That's really, really one done. You